Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be showing with you guys how I edit my videos. So let's get started. So guys, these are the apps that I use to edit my videos. I use InShot for editing videos, PicSart for editing pictures, and Canva to make thumbnails. So let us just open the InShot application. So here we have three options. One is to make a collage, the other option is to edit a photo or to edit a video. I generally edit my videos and make collage on this app. So to edit a video you need to click on video and then on new. After that it will show you all the videos and photos that you have in your gallery. So it has three options. One is all, the second is photo, and the third is video. Right now I'm on photos. Now I'm on all. So here it will show you the photos and the videos all together. On videos it will only show you videos, and in photos it will show you all the photos. Here I have selected two photos and two videos. This edit which I'm gonna make is for my fan page. After selecting the photos and videos, you need to click on the green tick. The video I am scrolling is the draft line. Here you will find all the videos and photos that you had selected. By long pressing on the video, you can see all the videos and photos together, and from here you can drag them at the start or at the end or at the middle of the video. So as you can see, the photo isn't visible clearly. We'll change the canvas of the video. I've changed it to no frame for now. So as you can see that Canva has automatically taken this photo for 5 seconds in the video. You can reduce it or increase it by clicking on duration. You need to scroll and find duration. Here we have duration. I have reduced it to 2.5 seconds. The duration of this photo would be 2.5 seconds in the video now. So now let me tell you how I trim or split my videos. First, I'll be selecting the part that I want to remove from the video, and then I'm gonna split it by clicking on split button given right next to pre-cut. Then you need to select the unwanted clip and click on the delete button. So this is the first step that I do while editing my videos. I check all the clips and remove the unwanted parts. Then the next thing I do is to increase or decrease the speed of the video wherever it is required. So for doing this, firstly you need to select the clip that you need to increase the speed or decrease the speed of. For example, this is the clip, and then I need to search speed. It's right next to background. Now this is the scroller. If you go backward, the video will convert into a slow-mo video, and if you go forward, it would increase the speed of the video. I'll keep my video at the normal speed only. After selecting the desired speed, you need to click on the tick given right up here. I generally split my videos, but you can also pre-cut it by clicking on pre-cut. Then you'll see there three options. One is trim, the other is cut, and the third one is split. Trim means you're trimming a part of the video either from the start or the end. Then cut means cutting a part from the middle of the video. You need to select two portions, the portions you need in your video, and the part you need to select should look like this. The grayed out part is the part which you do not want in your video, so that would be cutted. After selecting the desired part, you need to click on the tick given right up there. Splitting means making two videos out of a single clip. So all you need to do is just select the part where you want to split it and click on the tick. So the next feature is this flip feature. I generally use it whenever I'm making a makeup video so that you can see the products properly. If I do not do this, you won't be able to read it. So the next thing is adding a background, which I do not do generally because it is generally not needed because my videos are in 16:9 ratio, but this video isn't, so you would be seeing a background in this video. So either you can choose from the colors given here as your background, or you can choose the gradients and patterns given below. These are the gradients, and below are the patterns given. This is also a gradient, and this is a pattern. You can use these in your background, or you can add your own photo by clicking on this image thing. From here you can select a photo that you want to add as a background. So for this video, I have selected my thumbnail as the background, and I have blurred out the thumbnail in the background. There are quite a few options for blurring it out. Either you can show the background completely, or you can blur it out completely, or there are many more options. You can check them yourself. After selecting the desired option, you need to click on the tick. If you are adding a background for a single clip, then you need to click on the single tick. But if you are adding background for all the clips, then you need to click on double tick. So the next thing that we need to adjust is the canvas ratio. Well, as you can see, the first photo is looking perfectly fine in no frame, but the video isn't fitting perfectly. So I'll be selecting 4:5, which is suitable for Instagram. So the next thing is picture in picture. InShot has recently added this feature for free in their app. Earlier it wasn't available. All you need to do is just click on PIP, then it will take you to your gallery and select the video or picture you want to add and place it on over the screen wherever you want it, either below or either above, wherever you want it. So as the original video, you can edit this video also in InShot. All you need to do is just click on the options given above. You can either trim it, split it, you can mute the video, you can do anything what you can add transition to this video. After editing this picture in picture video, all you need to do is just click on the tick to save it. I'll be deleting it since I do not need it. Then this app has lots of filters and effects. Well, some of them are free, some of them are paid. Well, to use the paid filters, you need to buy their pro membership. Well, I do not have them, and I do not even use those filters and effects in my YouTube videos because I don't think that we need to add them. It looks very bad in YouTube videos, but that's my opinion. You can use them if you want to. I have only used one of their filter, which is that recording filter for my bloopers. I use their other filters only when I'm making an edit for my fan page. Otherwise, I do not use their filters for my YouTube videos. So the next feature is cropping your video. Well, I have cropped my videos, but I generally crop them in the 16:9 ratio. But right now I'll be cropping this one in no frame because it doesn't have a frame. You can crop it in any direction in no frame, but in 16:9 you can only crop it in a particular position. The next thing is adding text and stickers. So to add text, you need to click on text. Then you need to type the text you want to add. For example, I want to add my Instagram ID, which is @VyraXSmiley. So I'll be typing in that. Then I'll be changing the color or the position of the text. So I need it here, so I'll put it there, and then I'll change the color. I generally keep the color white and the border black. You can change that if you want to, but I keep that black, the border black and the text white. It has 2 more color palettes. You can select your colors from that. I have selected the classic color palette. Then you can add shadow to your text. You can also add a label behind the text in any color given below. You can also change the shape the shapes are given below, and then there is this opacity which I haven't used yet. Even I don't know how to use that. Then the next thing is adjusting the text at the right place on your screen. To make sure that the text is visible throughout the video, I need to click on the arrow and drag it towards the end of the video, and then afterwards drag the other end towards the end of the video. That's how the IG ID is visible throughout the video. Then to add the Instagram logo, you need to click on stickers, and then you need to go on image. Then you need to upload the Instagram image. I've already downloaded a background free Instagram logo from Google. You also can and add it. First I need to resize it. Then I need to adjust it right next to where I have typed my Instagram ID, right in front of that, and the size should be exactly the same as the text. Then again I need to drag it to the end of the video. You can also add GIFs and stickers to your video. For that you need to again click on stickers, and then on stickers, and then you need to click on GIF, and you need to search. For example, I'm searching love. Then all these GIFs will pop up. You can select any one and place it at the right point on your screen. Then after going back, you'll see these stickers. These are the sticker emojis. You can add them also on your screen. There are some free sticker packs. Other you need to download or buy them. Well, the last thing is to add music. For adding music, you need to click on the music button, and then on tracks. Here you'll find some featured tracks. These are the songs which InShot has for you. You can use them in your videos, but I haven't used them in my YouTube videos. I have only used these audios in my fan page edits because I do not know that they are copyright free or not. So for my YouTube videos, I have downloaded music from Google or YouTube Studio. There's a YouTube Studio library for creators. You can download it from there. So for this video I am using Bensound Ukulele audio. So I keep the volume of my audio generally at 20. If it's very loud, then I keep it at 12 or 11, maybe sometimes 8 too, but generally it's at 20. And sometimes it even happens that it isn't audible at 20, so I change it to 30-35. The highest volume that I've ever kept is 40. So after adjusting the audio, you need to click on that tick button to save it. So the last thing is saving your video. I save my video generally at 180p and 30 fps. But InShot has two other options of saving your video at 720 and 4Kp and changing the frame rate to 60 fps from 30. It also gives you the estimated size of your video. So that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed watching it, then please like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.